You were accused and convicted of making a false statement to the FDA related to 15,000 calls your company received from consumers of Metabolite. Did you make false statements to the FDA?
No. I'll tell you how this all went down. The U.S. Attorney's Office knew they were in a jam. And I've been going through this, fighting them for 6-7 years of continuous harassment. My family's harassed, anybody I knew was harassed. So they wanted to cut a deal. Well, I told them I couldn't go to court and lie. And so what they did is they wordsmith. There was a letter that was written by outside counsel of Metabolite on their letterhead and signed by that attorney. That attorney submitted the letter to the World Health Organization, not even FDA. But it was funneled through the Food and Drug Administration to go to the World Health Organization. In that letter, that attorney stated, we never got a single complaint. Well, that's an untrue statement. I learned about that statement when it was presented to me 2 years after that letter was written in a deposition. So I was being charged for that letter, even though the attorney went in front of the grand jury and said he didn't know, he didn't believe Mike Ellis ever saw this letter, which I never saw the letter until 2 years later. Well, he wanted me to plead out to that letter. I said, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I will plead out to after the fact of not reporting it, but that's not against the law.
Right.
So they came back and they wordsmithed this, and if they can go on our website and they'll be able to see all this information, the actual pleading that I made. The U.S. Attorney wrote it up that I hired the attorneys. Well, he's correct because I'm a CEO. I'm responsible for every attorney. And that that attorney wrote that letter. That's correct because under grand jury testimony he said he did. And then it states, at the time that letter was written, I knew that was an untrue statement. Well, that's correct. I just didn't know the letter was written. So actually what happened is through wordsmithing, we're able to make this fit into a box. My problems were able to go away. Their problems were able to go away because they really didn't have anything on Metabolite. And supposedly made everybody happy, and I went to prison.